guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.
What up? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Got all my guys here, Wham Bam, Dutchy, Babano, and we got a nice little four-piece to try to get us paid for the day. So before we do, I'll go around. Mr. Fresh in the bottom, how you feeling today?
The NBA is a hell of a drug. Hey, you looking at the plugs. Yeah, man. You know, it's going, man. Yesterday was a beautiful thing. You know, Bobby Portis is the only thing that kept us away from a perfect motherfucking day. They have a little bit, you know, the magic, you know, about laying that money with the Magic. Not a team we could trust laying a number like that. And they kind of showed us that. But, you know, smaller card today. Yesterday we had a big card, was able to take advantage of it. We'll dial in today and see if we can't get paid. Big shout out to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. See a lot of the usual guys in there. Hey, Mark, and we might have some things might have changed, so you might have to actually hit me up when you come in town. You know what I'm talking about. But shout out to you in the chat. Babano, what's going on with you? How you doing today?
Yeah, solid day. Best bets are rolling on the show for me lately. It's been a great run. San Antonio, Washington over the total yesterday, so I was happy to see that. We had the Jazz and the Lakers over the total in the late night hours as Luka's debut. For him, it was a ho-hum debut, but he got in the mix a little bit. You know, dished a few assists. His three ball wasn't working too well last night, but he did a lot of good things. And remember, he's been out for a very long time. So just to get the feet wet a little bit with his new team. And the rest of the team played great. I mean, LeBron was great. How about the night for Rui, too? Hachimura, huge night for him. But Lakers, pretty solid debut for them. Solid performance, rather, in Luka's debut. But on we go to Tuesday as we're countdown's on. 3 days left before the All-Star break.
Countdown is on. Shout out to Shovel Bump for becoming a member. Appreciate you. And slide it over to Wham Bam. What's good with you, man?
Man, shout out to Luka last night, man. We definitely got that over. I see my boy. Yeah, we all did good. I think on the best yesterday. I think we.
They said we all cash.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. We definitely did that. Shout out to Dame. He did it up for me later on. I know that Nuggets was Nuggets probably like the Nuggets too in that game there. But yeah, no, I had a good game. I had a really good game yesterday. Good day yesterday. Good game. Good day yesterday. Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all already know, man. We do it for y'all. Cashville, Rican, Chill, Will, Jonathan, Mike R, Abby's, Dabby, Cab up in here, man. Shout out to you, big dog. Daniel, you know what I'm saying? My dog Diaz, Sean Evans. Shout out to the Shovel Man himself for becoming a member, like we said. Shovel Bum, appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man, we in here, man. We're gonna win today too. I think the fourth card gives us enough focus. We can really break these games down. And yeah, Luka last night, he had to go all the crazy threes, like our guy Babano said. He's still kind of getting used to it, but like you seen it, they laid out the red carpet. They had his shirts out there and shit. LeBron wearing his shirt. They rolling out the carpet for the Luka tonight, man. I mean today. So tomorrow he's gonna be having another good game, I think.
I think so too. And before we get started, good stuff, Bryce. Before we get started, there's one more I got to put on here. Usually wouldn't put a comment like this on here, but I just thought it's funny to me. Maybe it's not funny to everybody else. I can feel the frustration through the comment. I get it. You got them times where some certain teams just get you every time.
Gutless. That's the word. Gutless for both of them.
Fuck them. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that too. Damn.
When I read that in the comment section, I was just like, damn, I feel you.
Who in their right mind thinks Milwaukee's doing a damn thing in the Eastern Conference playoffs, by the way? Not me.
I mean, Glenn Rivers and what's his name? I can't remember the name no more.
Ham
in the pocket,
green eggs and ham,
Darvin
Darvin?
sandwich. Yeah, whatever. Darvin ham. There you go. All right, let's get to it, man. We got Raptors and Sixers. First open 7.5 point favorites for Philly. Now 9.5, and total went from 225.5 down to 224.5. As far as who's available, Let me actually hit refresh because we're around that last injury report. So for the Raptors, no RJ Barrett, no Ingram, no Jakob Poeltl, PJ Tucker. Um, looks like Grady Dick is probable. Jonathan Mambo probable as well. For the Sixers, Embiid is questionable. Gordon and Lowry are out. Um, I want to ask your opinion on this, Babano. This is the only total who that this is the only total that went down. The only total that didn't go up. Um, I was kind of thinking it the other way. I mean, I know these teams don't play at the fastest pace, but both defenses have been pretty bad. I like over. Which way do you think this total goes?
Yeah, I do too. I do too. The only concern is the Raptors slowed things down, didn't really have a good offensive game against Houston. I don't know what happened there. It's like they were stuck in a quagmire or something on Super Bowl Sunday. Maybe they got into some drinking before the game started for Super Bowl Sunday, but it was terrible offense. They were turning the ball over a ton. 94-87. Toronto in their last game they lost to Houston. I mean, that's like a 1991 NBA score right there, 94-87. Didn't even crack 200 total points in that game. But if you look before that, the Raptors went over in 4 straight games. Defense was up and down. Their offense was pretty good. Philadelphia has been an over team lately. There's no denying that whatsoever. 7-3 they are to the over in their last 10 games. It looks like, again, with Embiid, he's questionable here in this game. The Raptors have lost 4 in a row, but they continue to be pretty good from a point spread standpoint. I like Toronto a little bit here, to be honest. Here, plus 9.5 in this game. I mean, they've been pretty good in this role. I cashed a ticket with Toronto as an underdog right around this number, 9.5. They were getting against Houston. They lost that game just by 7. They were right in that game. Now they do have a couple injuries. There's still no Jakob Poeltl, still no PJ Tucker. There's still no RJ Barrett for the Toronto Raptors, but still, they've shown even with some pieces out, they've been able to hang and compete, especially against teams you really can't trust to win by margin. And I would put the 76ers in that category of a team I don't trust to win by margin right now. So Raptors and over here for me. And yeah, as far as the East goes, it's Cavaliers, it's Knicks, it's Celtics. Everybody else is playing for exercise. That's the bottom line. Cut and dried.
All right. That's how Babano feels about it. Shout out in the chat, a few people. Redbeard CLC gifted a membership, so we'll see who actually got it. And then we had a couple people here. Candy Mary with the super sticker. Man, first thing when I saw, and shout out to Cashville Rican as well. But when I first saw this one, the first thing that popped in my mind is it's from Dutch's show, right? And it's the one with Mike Epps. Is it Money Talks? I forget what the name of the movie is, but money.
It's the nice is that all about the Benjamins.
All about the Benjamins. Yeah.
Shout out to All About the Benjamins. That's good.
That's a good one,
bro. That's a good one. I gotta run that back now. I love that movie.
Shout out to Cashville Rican. Shout out to Candy Mary. Appreciate you guys with the donos. And Wham Bam, I'll pass it to you on that note. What are you thinking here about Raptors and Sixers?
I like how you talked about the total there, started off there, because you would think over here. You know what I'm saying? So there may be some fishy things going on here. I think Embiid getting worked back into this lineup is fucking interesting. Very interesting part of his career arc that we are on. Maybe this is the part where he realized that, yeah, the process being gone is all me trusting in that the Philadelphia is going to do right by me. I love the Philadelphia. I need to kiss their feet right now, because if they send me off like they did Luka, I know my career is over. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody caring about Embiid no more if he's somewhere else here. So I think it's an interesting time right here for Embiid, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting time right here for him. I agree totally with Babano, though. It's so hard for me to trust this damn Sixers team, bro, because you got to dive into bruh's psyche. You know what I'm saying? You got to go into his psyche to be able to figure out and trust them to cover and win games like this. And let's be honest, we're not getting what we normally wish we were supposed to get from the bare minimum. We were not even getting the bare minimum of what we were supposed to get from the utility man. He's been pretty much trash. Tyrese Maxey is the only guy we trust there. I think losing the shooter earlier in the season kind of really hurted them. They probably would have been a lot better offensively with the two Maxey and the shooter kid. I forgot his name there, but McCain, I believe. But other than that, I'm just gonna stick to what Bano said. I think that this Scotty Barnes and them led team, I think they're gonna outboard this team. They're probably gonna outboard them today. And I think that's gonna be the issue here. Obviously, I love the boy Yabu. Yabu is my guy, but I mean, ever since Embiid comes back, he kind of throws off his game a little bit. He's not necessarily the same energy. He doesn't give you the same energy as he normally would with Embiid out there because they're trying to incorporate breath. So no Eric Gordon, no Kyle Lowry. You know what I'm saying? So that is kind of interesting as well. You would want to low-key just lock in on Maxey because of that. But that gives me the reason to say, hey, maybe it's going to be a sneaky game for some of them guys for Philadelphia there. So I don't know if I could trust Paul George, though, bro. I don't know if I could trust Paul George. I want to go Paul George assist here. This is 3.5, 4.5. This is where bro's supposed to shine. 4.5 at plus money. This is where Paul George is supposed to shine. I'm scared of this one. But I'm with you, Babeno. I like the big number with the Raptors, man. I haven't bet that yet, but I'm all the way locked in with the Raptors here. I'm sure I'm going to be betting that today. So I'm with you, Babeno, on that.
Yeah, like I forget who put it in the chat. I think it was Daniel. He says, yeah, like I always say, can't lay points with a team that doesn't play defense. Both of these defenses have been pretty bad, equally bad. So, yeah, to lay 10 points with the Sixers, just not very appealing to me.
The difference is you've actually made money with the Raptors. Raptors are 31-21 against 31-21 ATS. Sixers are 20-32 against the numbers. So, terrible.
For my guy, Dutchy, I think he would say something maybe like Maxey. He's been making some money on Maxey. And I think you got to just go back to the well on him. All right, we'll keep going down the list. Knicks and Pacers opened up. Knicks -1. They're now 2.5-point favorites. Total went from 234.5 all the way to as high as 240. Miles Turner still game time decision for Indiana. For New York, Josh Hart is probable. OG Anunoby is questionable. No OG makes me think that defense is going to suffer. No Miles Turner will make me think that Karl-Anthony Towns could really have his way. I'm leaning either over or Knicks here, Babano. How do you feel about either one of those looks?
Yeah, if you're if you tuned into this show wanting to see Ian like any unders on the board today, you're going to be in for disappointment because I don't think there's a single game where I'm making a strong case for the under, quite honestly. I like the over in some form in all 4 of these games, including this one. Look, this is the way it's been. I mean, you've got these two teams that are struggling at the defensive end. We've talked about this constantly with the Knicks with no OG Anunoby. I mean, their defensive rating goes down, and the numbers dictate that. They gave up 131 points, to the Boston Celtics on Saturday night. Terrible. On that end of the basketball court, and even in some of their recent wins where they haven't been covering, it's because they haven't been defending really well enough. Lakers came in here, 10 days ago and put 128 up against them. They've gone over in 4 straight. 6 of the last 7 Knicks games have gone over the total. No OG means it should be an easier time to navigate for Siakam, for Ty Halliburton and all of them. So, but the Pacers, you kind of look at them and, they've always been one of these teams that they do usually play fast, but at times their defense has picked it up. Now their defense is starting to go back in the other direction again. They got blitzed by the Lakers in their last game, gave up 124. They've been trending over to the tune of 6-2 in their last 8 games to the over. So the over is a pretty clear-cut decision here for me, at least.
I like it. Wham Bam. How are you feeling about gotta be a lot of props to like over in a game like this?
Hell yeah. Our first person I thought about was Josh Hart, PRA. Dirty man gets a case there. Should be attacking the board. Should be going crazy there on that. Josh Hart, PRA. That sounds like probably the first. That's the first thing that stands in mind. Steps in my head. There. His double is at -140. I think he gets rebounds. I think he gets the double on the rebounds as well. So I like his PRA at 32.5. It's kind of interesting there because you're really hoping that he gets a lot of points though. His points total is nowhere. I don't think it's nowhere around 15. Yeah, 15.5, around 15, 16. So yeah, you're hoping that he gets a lot of points there, but I think he gets the boards and the points in this game. So Josh Hart is somebody that I'll be looking into, like as far as like stepping there. Man, the Scooby Doo boy been playing pretty well though, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to. I give them a little credit for their last loss, man. I did tweet that out. Now somebody hit me up like, bro, what you mean you giving them credit? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna give them credit for that loss that they had against the Lakers? They was getting smoked by the Lakers, bro. You know what I'm saying? That was the Austin Reeves 45-point game, I believe. They were getting smoked by the Lakers there. They really caught back up. And the only reason why I know is because I took them plus 10. You know what I'm saying? I took them plus 10 live. And I was actually like kind of impressed, bro. They really actually got a good enough squad that they can just pretty much score on anybody. They just got to get they act right and be consistent with their offense. We all know that. And the Pacers, man, in that game, the boy Nembhard didn't have a fucking point throughout the whole first 4 quarters, beginning of the first 4 quarters. So I think that there's still untapped potential of this team, bro. Like, we see Nembhard being a really good key piece for this team outside of being the defensive guy. So I look into that in today, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that the Indiana at home, maybe they don't got Miles Turner, that just means somebody else is going to be looked up to. You know what I'm saying? If they don't have him, I think some of these guys, like, as much as I said Embiid, he's gonna have to take he's gonna have to trust in today. The questionable guy of the day to me is Miles Turner. I think Miles Turner is really like, oh, it's the All-Star break. I'm out of here. Like yesterday, some guys was. I think Miles Turner's on that today. So I think he's not playing today. I think they got to pick it up from somewhere else. Siakam and them boys, they got to go up in this game. So I think the over is a good play here, but I am leaning towards Indiana. I think Indiana wins this game. I think Scooby-Doo and them boys get it done.
All right, and for my guy Dutch, we'll play that tune.
Is bad for your health.
He might like Cat under threes too, I think, though, because Cat has been going under those threes as well. But I know it's 1.5 now. He hit it last 2 times, so maybe under today.
All right, Pistons Bulls opened up. Pistons minus 3.5, looks like 4.5 total. Not really moving as far as injuries. Just Ivy for the Pistons. Then for the Bulls, Sonogo, Lonzo out. Tasumu probable. I gotta be straight up. Like, the more I think about this, it's just, do I really love the idea of laying points with Detroit? Absolutely not. It's just it makes me want to throw up. Honestly, I don't love it at all. But Detroit is a team that's going to try. They're a team that's taking a huge step in the right direction this year. They don't want to be losers anymore. They're not tanking. The Bulls, they were sellers at the deadline. They were even trying to get rid of Vucevic if they could. The Bulls do not want to win. The Bulls want to tank. I think the Pistons can win this game by margin. I know.
Yeah, I agree. I like the Pistons team total over though better. That's what I bet. I bet Detroit's team total. 120.5 is the number. I think they got a chance to go over that number. I mean, Chicago's given up. Think about this. Chicago's given up 127, 124, 127, 132 to go with the point of them tanking. When you're trying to tank, you're not playing defense, and they are not playing defense. Those last 4 games indicate that. 127, 124, 127, and 132 allowed by the Bulls in their last 4 games, which means the Pistons should get over that 120.5. You know, they should be able to. I think they will. The reason I like the team total more is because, you know, when you look at this Pistons team, they shut down Charlotte without LaMelo, and I will take the win with Charlotte barely because I don't know if I would have bet them had I known LaMelo was out, because I bet it before LaMelo was announced out, but I still cashed, so I'll take it. But they gave up before that 118 to Cleveland, 132 to the Atlanta Hawks. So it's not like their defensive play has been great, the Pistons lately. So that's why I like the team total over. I like the full game over as well. I think 237 gets up and over that number as well. When you look at some of the numbers we've seen from both of these teams lately, as far as their pace is concerned, even the Pistons, you know, pace-wise, you know, have played a little bit quicker, it seems like, when I've been watching them lately. Bulls 3rd in pace, 27 in terms of defense and efficiency for the season, no question about that. And like I said, the Pistons are playing a little bit faster at this point in time. When you look at the Pistons here in some of these recent games, you know, there were 246 in the recent game they played with Chicago, 262, total points with their game against Atlanta, 252 with their game against Indiana. You know, there's been a lot of higher scoring affairs here. So, yeah, it's a split here for me. Pistons team total over and the full game over 237.
How you feel about it, Wham Bam?
Yeah, I agree that the Bulls definitely are trying to tank for sure. But in this game, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's hard to go up against history, man. They only won 3 out of the last 20 meetings for Detroit has. And the last game that they did beat them, which was back on the second of this month, I believe. It was 127-119. They were at the house. Pistons were. They had 36 more points in the paint than the Bulls, 80-44. And let's be honest, bro. They only won by not that much, 8 points or some shit like that. So I don't necessarily think that this is like that much of a talent jump. You know what I'm saying? That they could fucking win this game. And that's like I understand what you're feeling. Like you don't want to. This is not sexy at all to try to take the Pistons at all. So that being said, man, I'm very close to putting money line on the Bulls here. I think this is just another one of those situations where I think the Bulls going to win this game. And yeah, it ain't gonna make no damn sense. You know what I mean? They don't want to win, like you said, bro. But some of these teams do be winning. So I think that I like the Bulls today, bro. I like the money line. I don't want to take it because I think it's one of those sucker plays too. But I'm gonna look at it live, see how I feel watching the game, see what the competitiveness is looking like. And yeah, man, I might be on the Bulls tonight.
Get your scary ass on, man. You know you're not betting that. You know that's a blow up. You're not about to go to the window and bet the Bulls tonight. Well, at the end of the night, we're not going to see a Wham recap with the Bulls on there. I'm just saying.
If I do, I'm going to tweet that bitch out for sure.
He's daring you to bet them.
Hey,
calling your bluff.
I'm not scared though. I'm definitely not scared, bro. It's not like the Bulls has been really, really trash. You know what I'm saying? They ain't been that bad. They did lose to the Warriors and that shit. Oh, here comes my boy Dutch. Look, Dutch ready.
You don't tell. This the one you like here, Dutchy? Or you just heard Wham cutting up? Which one was?
Nah, man, my fault, man. As soon as we go live, I get a. Where the fuck are my sunglasses at? As soon as we went live, it was bad timing. My fault. With the Pistons and the Bulls, man, was Wham cutting up?
Wham, he fake want to take the Bulls so bad.
I like the Bulls today, man. I like the Bulls. They're appealing today.
Yeah, I'm not rocking with the bullies, man. Not by any means. Not by any means. I definitely I rock with these Pistons, man. I think they play really good basketball. But you know how we go. We talked about it many times here. We do not lay these type of numbers with the Pistons. We scared to do this at home. Now we're gonna go to Chicago and do it. So I mean, I guess from that perspective, Wham ain't really cutting too much. But at the end of the day, though, you're gonna be, it's gonna be stressed the fuck out. Stressed the fuck. Wait, you hoping Lonzo?
I ain't watching the game. I ain't gonna watch the game.
You heard what I said, Dutch?
Yeah, I ain't gonna watch that.
All right, so let me ask you this, Dutch. When you look at both of these teams, do you think they both want to win?
No. I think like someone asked me about the Bulls last week. And
Detroit's playing to make the playoffs.
Exactly. I said Chicago. Yeah. I said, I thought they was in full tank mode. How the fuck? Now you want to back them. Now they won that game. I was like, what the fuck does this dude know that I don't know? But I was like, this is straight backward to me. But yeah, I think Chicago wants to be in the Cooper Cup talk, right? Is that his name? Or
Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag.
Cooper Cup. You got your sports mix.
Oh, yeah. I'm lit too, bro.
I knew it didn't sound right, goddamn it, Bobano, all right? But
Cooper Cup playing basketball
Cooper
now?
Somebody.
Cooper.
Hey, we just had Cooper Eugene, Cooper somebody.
Too many Coopers. Yeah.
Real talk though. Yeah, man. I can't do it with Chicago. Probably points in here too, because look, that's a big number, 237, for a reason. So I'm sure you guys are probably liking some points in this game. But it's the Pistons or nothing. I honestly hope the Bulls start off hot, and then I'll get on the Pistons live. And my bad about slide out. What is this? The third game? We got one game left.
One game left, yeah. Unless you want to New York, Indiana, Toronto, Philly.
Yeah, man. I'm on Indiana today. I took them at 3. I think it's a money line probably play. I took the 3 because it just looked kind of appealing, but I kind of felt like I should have pressed the money line. I just like Indiana here. They did come back off a long road game, right? A road trip, right? But did have 2 days off, not just the one. And honestly, I think OG's questionable. Is OG in or out yet? Do we know?
He's out.
Okay, that's what I figured. Indiana's just been plays these boys good, man. They beat them by double digits earlier. And New York has not won the last 4 times in Indiana. So I think that's big. I think Indiana is going to find a way. It's kind of like a rivalry. This is a real respect type of thing here, and Indiana wants to hold their home court. So I think Indiana wins this game. Miles Turner, it was questionable, a little bit, a little bit hesitant there. It's probably why I'm getting the 3. But at the end of the day, I just think Hallie, don't get in the fucking way. And they got to contain Brunson. But from a perimeter aspect, I don't see how they're going to knock. I mean, they're light with the 3-pointer, especially without OG. So I like Indiana here at home. I do like the Knicks, but I just think this is an Indiana spot here. So I took Indiana +3. And I think it's the best look on the board, to be quite honest with you. I'm intrigued to hear what were you guys at on this game?
Yeah, I like Indiana too.
I would be looking at an over.
Over for Skee and I. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like either side though.
Yeah,
I definitely like all dogs except for the last one.
okay, my man. And yeah, I'll probably go back to Maxey, but we'll see. I'll tweet that out if I go official. I haven't made any props official yet today.
All right. So we just finished up Pistons and Bulls. We go down to the last game on the slate, which is Grizzlies and Suns. This one moved a lot. Opened up Grizzlies -2.5 is 4.5, but the total opened 237.5. It's up to 246. Almost what is that, like 8.5 something? Yeah, big move for the Grizzlies. Bagley, Davis, Spencer are out. For the Suns, Grayson Allen is probable. Vasilija Micic is questionable. There will be no Bradley Beal, no Cody Martin. I'll go back to you first, Babano. When I see both of these teams, I mean, last night I was liking over, but after this big move, I don't know if I want to get there anymore. I guess also lean towards the Grizzlies. How are you seeing it?
Yeah, I want the Grizzlies in this spot. They're just the better team. They're off a loss to Oklahoma City, 125-112 over the weekend. They've been awesome off a loss, too, this team. This team has won 13 of 16 games off a loss this year, so they've been very good in bounce-back mode. And I think they're the better of these two teams right now, the Grizzlies, and they're about as healthy as they've been in a very long time. And you also look, they've owned, the Phoenix Suns here these last couple games. They've covered 3 straight. They've won 2 straight. Versus this Phoenix team. Phoenix is just up. You beat Utah by 8. That's the only thing you have to show for yourself in the last 5 games. You got pounded twice by Portland. Well, not pounded twice, but you got beaten twice by Portland. One of them was a blowout. You got destroyed by Oklahoma City. You got crushed by Denver in your last game. And defense is just not showing up right now for the Suns either. I know KD's going to play, but you're going to miss, obviously, Bradley Beal here tonight in this game. I think it's just a much better team off a loss. The focus should be there, and you're laying a cheap number. I like the 4.5 a lot here with Memphis. I like the team total over. I'm going to take that as well, not just lay the 4.5, but I'll take Memphis team total over 125. I think that gets there as well. I certainly like the lean over too. It's just the only thing I'm leery of is, say, hey, let's bet over 246 when it was 237.5 at one point. It's like, it's just the absolute worst of the number. I wouldn't be taking under, but a lot of the value in the over's gone. But I think I still lean over, and I like Memphis. Memphis minus the points, Memphis team total over. I think they bounce back.
My guy, UCapper put some good stats in the chat for an over as well. Wham Bam looks like he rocking with Ja Wick. What you doing,
man? Ja Wick. I forgot about that. Yeah, Ja Wick definitely is in full effect today. Taking his talents to Arizona where the guns are legal out there. Shout out to that. Shout out to my sis and boss. They just came back from Arizona playing with some Pistons out there. But yeah, let's go into what I really like here. We've been talking about Memphis Grizzlies a long time. Right now, they're number 2 points in the paint, 62 points per game over the last 5 games. Opponents that's given up the most points in the paint, down bottom 3, is the Phoenix Suns. They're giving up 56 points in that paint, bro. They've been low-key one of the worst ones so far for the year. It's been quite consistent. It's not just one of those things that's just over the last 5 games. They're still ranked 42 in the league in opponents' points per in the paint. That means Ja Morant is going to have a night there. I think Bradley Beal losing that, Bradley Beal, that's just going to stop them from having horsepower, but shooting power out there. And I like the Grizzlies all the way here, so I'm agreeing with Babano with the Grizzlies. I think they're going to smash here. I like the Grizzlies to win by first quarter, first half, full game there, all the way there. And I do think the over is in play just because I think they're going to have their way down low. Ja Morant's going to have his way down low, and they actually haven't been shooting as bad as well. So I like the Grizzlies here in this game. A top seed in the West for a reason. They're going to win the first half in the full game.
Dutchy, can you get involved with the Grizzlies and the Suns?
Shout out to our guy Thomas Maggiano, T Shank in the building. Good to see you, my man. I don't really like what I hear so far. I really don't. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm on Phoenix, man. I think Phoenix is the play here today. I didn't like what Bobano said. Then Wham Bam went there and seconded, but I'm gonna have to go to the window with this Suns team tonight because they've been at home for like a week, right? And then they just got punked. Denver went in there and punked them by 17. We got KD back. We got Book. Don't got to worry about Bradley Beal's pouting ass out there, right? Addition by subtraction, as they say. Phoenix Suns, man, plus 4.5 is good money, man. I like it here. I think off a loss at the crib, been well rested. You get KD back. It's gonna be the KD and Book show. Believe it, all right? And I do not trust the Memphis fucking Grizzlies. I just don't. This is more of a kind of somewhat of a fade of the Grizzlies on the road. Now I know they're 14-11 on the road, but every goddamn time I go to the window with this funk Memphis team, they lay an egg, bro. I just don't trust them. I mean,
that New York game stands out. I remember that New York game. Actually, you went the Knicks that night.
I told you Brunson gonna bust his ass, and that motherfucker was on the bench. Like, come on, man. So yeah, I'm gonna stay with that vibe. I don't trust that motherfucker Ja Wick. All right, I don't trust his ass. I don't trust nobody really going on the team outside of Triple J, and his ass still. You find him MIA sometimes in the stat sheets, but we cash off him on the points and rebounds. But overall, I think this is an untrustworthy team from their starting fucking best player on the team, their point guard, all the way goddamn down. So give me the Phoenix Suns with KD and Book tonight. I like it. They've already lost. Memphis went in there as a 5.5-point dog and beat them outright. Come on, man. This is a beautiful spot right here for the Phoenix Suns. It's just one basketball game. We don't trust the Suns, but we're going to trust them tonight. That's right. The sun will rise, baby. Yeah, man. Come on now. Get him, KD, Book. Plus 4.5. It's good money.
I low-key like what Dutch is selling. I'm not gonna lie. I like what Dutch is selling.
I like it. They're really good off a loss. Yes, they are, Memphis. Yeah. Hey, their only 2 losses are to New York and Oklahoma City. The last 10 games. It's 2 damn good teams. That's it. They've beaten everybody else.
You got to cover 4 though.
Shit look real sweet. I think for Memphis.
All right.
I can see it, man. I can see it.
Give me a fishing KD. Give me a 35 from Book. Fuck around.
I think I remember Dutch saying too. He like it better when only 2 of them play.
So I'm trying to say. I said it. I said we're about. We don't got to worry about Bradley pouting. Not getting the ball. One of them.
All right, let's move it over to best bets. First up, my guy Wham Bam. Let the people know what's the best way to get paid.
I ain't gonna lie, I do wish that they would have won that game though. I would have wished they would have won that game. I'm trusting the Scooby-Doo kid, man. I'm right there with you, Dutch. Best bet today, I think it's the Pacers, man. I think the Pacers get it done. I know Miles Turner is gonna be out. I'm not necessarily worried about Miles Turner being out. I think they're gonna be able to pick it up. Guys, like I said, Nembhard is gonna show up in this game. This is a good matchup for bruh. this is a game where I think it's going to be playoff style for sure, but it still tends towards the under. Towards the over because the play style that's going to be played. But I like the Indiana Pacers here, so let's get paid money line plus 130.
Good stuff. Next up, my guy Babano is going to tell you how to get to the window.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Memphis Grizzlies -4. I believe in them. I like them. They're good off a loss. I think Memphis gets it done. -4 Grizzlies. Best bet.
Good stuff from Babano. And Shovel Bump says Skee on Phoenix is like Wham on Chicago.
Yeah, exactly.
My best bet for the show, I'm going to go, man, it's the only one that didn't move towards the over, but I still like it. Toronto and Philly. I took over 225.5. You can get 224 right now. I still think they're going to score 230 plus in that game. Last but not least, Dutchie, let the people know what you think is the freshest look of the day and take us home.
Yeah, man. Well, I am on the Indiana Pacers +3, and the lines moved a little bit. So we'll go ahead and give you the second play of the motherfucking day. God damn it. And that's the Phoenix Suns +4.5. That's right, Bobano. We're on the other side, bro. We're on the opposite motherfucking side. And the sun will rise, god damn it. Yes, it will. Phoenix Suns, KD, Booker. Book that shit, man. It's a W. Believe it. We'll take the 4.5, though, just in case. All y'all real motherfuckers, be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing
We're
it.
gonna get killed.
What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.